Hi, I'm Max Yan. I'm currently a sophomore at New York University, and I'm majoring in mathematics. And I had Dr. Grove in 8th grade for basic calculus. And I've taken 9 math classes since Dr. Grove's class, and I think the main thing that sets his class apart from others is the fact that he devotes most of his class time for student practice. And so, for example, if we just learned about basic integration, he would have all the students go to the whiteboard, like the ones behind me, and then he would have them start working on integration problems. And he doesn't just sit back and take a nap, for example, right? He actually watches over every single student. He provides feedback, and he's there to support any student who actually needs it. And so this made the class better in many ways. So first, it was extremely interactive. I was a student that didn't have the greatest sleep schedules, so I would often be really tired and I might fall asleep in some classes. But in his class, it was genuinely impossible to be tired. I mean, he would bring excitement and energy into what he was teaching, and he would also incorporate interactive aspects that made us engaged and always working. And I would also say that I was the worst behaved in his class and often the least focused. But despite this, Dr. Grove was always able to ensure that I fully understood the content and also never crossed the line in his class. And then I also want to add that practice is arguably the most effective way to ensure that you actually understand and learn math content. And Dr. Grove, basing the majority of his class on this, allows his class to be extremely effective. And his teaching method was designed for, my class was 6 to 8 people, but with this class size, he was already able to make sure, able to look over everyone, able to make sure everyone's having fun and actually learning the content. And then, so imagine instead of teaching a class this large, he was only teaching 1 student, right? So you can kind of picture how, due to his extensive experience, he probably already knows every possible mistake a student's going to make because he bases all of his class time already on this practice. And so he already know how to support them. And so overall, I want to say that Dr. Grove's class was something that I always looked forward to. I'm sure everyone always looked forward to. And he was also always extremely well prepared. And my favorite thing about his class was probably just how different from other classes it was, because we were able to freely interact with him, we were able to make jokes, have fun, and all the while, we're still learning the material. And calculus is extremely strong foundation for what other advanced math classes build upon. And having this opportunity to take the class with Dr. Grove most certainly fueled my passion to continue doing mathematics later. I'm majoring in math now, and I was able to get a 5 on this AP quite easily. And I hope that anyone considering hiring Dr. Grove as a tutor for their child will actually hire him and then listen to his advice, because he really knows what he's doing. And I also don't think my testimonial will be complete without me listing one of the funniest things that's happened in his class. So we were already sitting in class, talking with friends and, just waiting. And then the student, he kicks the classroom door open. And this door is extremely heavy. I mean, it takes genuine effort to budge open. And most students, you just open it a little bit and squeeze through, and if you're carrying stuff, you might have to drop it, open the door real quick, and then, go through. But this student, he managed to kick it really hard, and he kicked it so hard that it created a hole in the wall. Not even a dent, just a huge hole. And so Dr. Grove obviously reacted in disbelief, right? But he was also half impressed and half shocked, just processing. And despite this, he knew the student was probably aware, it wasn't on purpose. He was also shocked, and he's also, just aware that there was going to be a punishment. And so Dr. Grove explained that it was a serious matter, and he explained it without scolding the student. And he understood, again, it's very serious. So he escorted the student, to head of school to resolve the issue. But Dr. Grove still kept his upbeat and half laughing manner, which I think really highlights his patience and his ability to deal with anything unexpected. I mean, just imagine a kid comes in and kicks a hole in your wall. And so I've reconnected with him and some friends multiple times in his class throughout recent years, and I think this has always been something that we laugh about. And I just wanted to share that. And so with that, I really hope you consider Dr. Grove as your child's tutor, and thank you for listening.